Welcome to another 5% challenge video where I'll be going through some more basics since everybody doesn't know. What you need is, whatever program you use, TradingView, you can open a free account, you can have 5 indicators. And what you'll need for this, or I would recommend, is you can use an MA ribbon. But you need moving averages. You need the 9 and you need the 21. Okay? Again, you need the 9 and the 21. What is that? The average of the market's 9-day moving average, okay? And the 21. Okay? Then you'll also need, but those are the two most important ones, okay? So the 9 moving average, how do you get them? You go into indicators and you write here. You can do moving average. Or actually, it's going to be under SMA. Here, boom. Then you take one of those and you go in here. You press that, settings, and you can change them around here. Okay? For instance, I also have the 89. Why do I have the 89? The 89 is the market maker's secret moving average that they use for a bunch of stuff. Okay? You'll also need the STO RSI. How do you get that? You go to indicators, you write STO RSI. Like that. You pop that on. You're going to need that for momentum. Okay? It is the least lagging one. Again, it's the least lagging indicator. You'll also need MACD. Okay? You can do it with these 4. Okay, but I would suggest to train your mind, you either put on the TTM squeeze, which is kind of like the MACD, has nicer colors. And my personal favorite is obviously Ideal BB, the best buy and sell indicator. All of these are free, okay? Ideal BB, okay? So slap those on. You don't need my default settings, you can go with these. But if you want my Ideal BB settings, they are here. Look, pause, write them down, screenshot, ding, 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 ding. That's what I changed that to that I think, and these. All right, so these are my default Ideal BB indicator. Okay. All right. You got that? What else do I use? These are paid indicators. My favorite is Smart Money Concepts by whatever his name is. It's in the Moon School. But it won't show up over there. It'll just show up here, wherever the current buy and sell is. As you can see, clocks it in right there and clocks that in right there. Okay, fantastic. What else do I use? Well, I can just go through my setup here if you're interested. See this? It's also by Mr. Z. I think I linked him. I don't get any, I'm not affiliated. He just got awesome indicators. But anyways, the point here of this video, and then initial balance, inside candles. Sometimes I use those. Sometimes I have volume spikes. I do use the D4. We call it the D4 divergence for many indicators. It's pretty sweet. I always look at the breadth of the market, BB levels, so you don't have to draw out and guess. You can see previous levels. Sometimes I got my gap detector on, and then obviously I use volume shelf. Anyways, for the setup, because people have asked, right? And they're like, how are you going to do it? First of all, we'll be trading options. That's what we do here. We trade option contracts, okay? I'm not going to be trading any shares. That's not what I do. Again, Friday, great example, NVIDIA 1200% on a contract. You're not going to do that unless you bought the oil dip in 2020. Okay, so let's look here at the chart. Okay. 5% is nothing. 5%, again, repeat, is nothing. That's not the point. The point is for your brain to see the setup. Take your 5%, your initial investment, whatever, hold some runners, slap on a stop loss. You know, once you start counting how these compounds, you're going to be like, oh, well, you know, $50 in a day. That's not how you count it. It's all about the setup, okay? If you take the lump sum times 1.05, so you add 5% to the lump sum every day that you use as your risk, do it 100 times, okay? Do the math. Why? I've already posted what 100 days is. But do the math for your brain if you're going to actually do this as an exercise to see what you are dealing with. So you take 1,000 times 1.05. You take that sum, day 2, times 1.05. Once you start hitting some big bucks, that starts compounding like crazy. Now, should you go all the way to the end? I freaking hope you do. Because if you do, you will change your life, okay? And I'm going to be there. But, as I mentioned, it takes a lot of trust in your system, in yourself, in your risk management to slap on 5 figures, okay? And if you haven't gone through losing 5 figures in a trade and knowing how to handle yourself, then I recommend you just do this until you're like, yo, this is getting crazy. Okay? I'm going to go as long as I can because I think that I can. Now, back to the setup. Again, I want to hammer this home. Let's say I take 10 contracts of something, okay, and I take it right here. Why do I take it right here? Okay, because I see the STO is going up. I see that the TTM flipped color. I see that we have a MACD crossover. I see the 9 going up. What are the chances of it continuing? They're pretty big. Okay, so let's say I'm in here, I front run it a little, start scaling in, I get my move, boom, I'm out. I'm gonna leave a runner because at this point, even if I lost it and it went to 0, I'd still have my 5%, okay? Once it's over the 89 MA, I'm gonna leave it. Probably until I get a resistance, hit a trend line, or get a sell signal. And I've most likely caught a week's worth of 5%. Do you get it? Then I'm gonna take all of that money the next day and I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna wait. Where's my setup? Ooh, something's going on here. We can see, would I play this? I would probably not play this. Why? Because this setup here, even though the price goes up, is not the same as here. Why is it not the same? You can clearly see the STO going up and the MACD has crossed already and we've flipped color. This example, no one's gonna buy this here because it's still on the indicators. Looks like we're dead in the water. This is a pop, okay? Let's find a better example. Here's a good example, okay? You got the STO coming up. You have the TTM has flipped color. You got your MACD crossover. You get that there, boom, that's 5%. I would not sit through this down trend here for another pop, but it's a good example, okay? Now obviously this works way better in a uptrend, but let's see, let's get another example. Here, TTM's flipped, MACD flipped, Stow is going up. You see the 9 cross the 21. This is way more than 5%. This is probably like 20%, but you get my drift. Now we're over a level. It's still going. You can hold runners easy. Okay, you're gonna get way more than 5%. All right, here's another good example. You got the TTM, it's already flipped color, but the MACD is still going down. It's starting to curl. The Stow is going up. You get the flip, boom. Okay, now this is on the 1 hour. We're gonna be playing this on the 5 minute. I just wanted to show you there that it works on any time frame. Okay, so let's go in on the 5 minute. Let's find ourselves an example. Din, 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 din. Here, see the TTM has flipped color. Stow is going up. We got a MACD cross. That crosses, boom. Okay, now let's look here. That's from 445 all the way to 447. That's 100% move. Let's find another example. Here, we got the TTM's flipped colors. Stow is going up even though price is coming down. The MACD is curling. MACD crosses, those cross, boom. There's your move. Let's find another one. Here's an example. Let's get here. You got the TTM has flipped. Stow going up. MACD is crossed. Once the 9 crosses the 21, boom, off you go. Let's find another one because there's plenty of them. Here we go. You got the TTM's changed color. Stow is going up. You got the MACD cross. The 9 crosses the 21, boom, off you go. Let's find another example. Here, for instance. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? So what will I predominantly be playing? 0 DTEs and 1 DTEs on SPY and QQQ, because I know how they react. And I'll be doing one of these challenge trades per day. I'll still be trading my regular crazy ass trading in the chat, and if you're new, check out the Moon School, follow the chat, figure out the lingo. That's where we're at. Okay, but again, I want to just show you that this pattern can even be super small in with a day. Let's say we got a tight range here from 453 to 455. Okay, and you're out for 5%. You just want to nail your move and be done. Okay, because you're compounded. You're up to freaking insane amounts. Okay, which goes again. That's the point. I never advocate for you to full port anything. I want to drive home this pattern because it shows up every freaking day, and it can change your life. Okay, so again here, if you're patient enough and all these match up, see here how it pops. This is not as good of a setup as here. Okay, this has been curling. You got the Stow going. You got the color changing. Boom, you could even front run this. That's how I usually do. I front run it, meaning I get in before the cross because I can see it. Okay, here, great example. There's the move. Okay, so you need that, you need this to be going up, you need that to cross. That's your move. 5% is easy on that, and you get the freak out. You leave runners. Okay, I hope that sums it up. I'm teaching you a setup, I'm teaching you a pattern that you can replicate every single freaking day if you sit and wait and you're honest with yourself. Now it looks good. Now I feel comfortable taking it. I'm gonna be in and I'm gonna be out, and I'm gonna leave runners to soothe my FOMO and my, you know, the bullshit I tell myself. Oh, I should have freaking held. Oh man, That's not what this is about. This is about being completely satisfied with executing that pattern, even if the market freaking flies, because that's all you were after. You were not after a skyscraper every day. You just want to be in and out. And if you repeat this successfully, I would want nothing else for anyone doing this than to just repeat this to the point where you don't have to do it anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I want success for everyone. I want stress-free lives for everyone. I want abundance for everyone, okay? Because if our energies and our knowledge can come together and we have this amazing group, what is better than that? The other alternative is sucking on daddy's teeth. Daddy being, the big guy currently. All right, and to finish up, let me find this pattern one more time. Here we go. Here. You have the MACD crossing, STO going up, TTM has just flipped, it crosses, boom. Okay? That's all you need. You do that every day, and if you got steel cojones to forget about the money, you're good. All right? And obviously I'm going to be doing this with options. Now, if you want to just come for the pattern and you want to buy shares and you're like, dude, this is nuts, I'm gonna stick to my shares, take the daily chart, sit there and wait, put up the same indicators. Okay, we're gonna go back in time here. We're gonna go back to October of 2021 because that's on the chart right now. We're like, STO is going up, TTM just flipped, MACD just crossed. Oh, there it is. There's the 9 crossing the 21 and the 89 MA. I'm gonna catch this whole freaking bull run now for $40 on SPY and be out. Peace. Okay? Obviously, this pattern works in reverse, as you can see. Okay? So, when we saw that break in April, we caught the whole move all the way up. Okay? I hope this clarifies things. And if you're wondering about the math, take the lump sum times 1.05. Repeat it on your calculator 250 times. If you got the balls to do it, or if you're successful in doing it for that long, I don't know. I might stop at like 70 days if I were you. But anyways, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll learn a lot about yourself. Okay? God bless.